Hi there, I'm Tanya Stewart. I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I've been with the company for 5.5 years at this point. And I just wanted to first and foremost welcome you to our product line. You've made a very wise decision. These are really, really life-changing products. And what we focus on is blood sugar regulation, inflammation. So we reduce inflammation, we rid your body of something called fungus overgrowth, and we increase your good gut bacteria. So these are really key items that everybody struggles with for the most part in today's world because we are dealing with so much intake of processed sugars, carbs, and medicine. Antibiotics, believe it or not, is a root cause of a lot of issues because medicines actually, while they are temporarily relieving some issues, they are also creating dead matter in our body, which fungus overgrowth feeds on, and fungus is a toxin. And they are damaging good bacteria right alongside of the bad bacteria. So anytime you have reduction in good bacteria, you're going to potentially have compromised immune function, and there can be a trigger effect of detrimental in a detrimental way throughout your body. So when you take the triplex, what we are doing is rebalancing your glucose levels, which feeds your cells energy. That's why you're going to see a boost in your energy levels. In um, in relation to that, you're then going to see your blood sugars level out. If you're not testing your blood sugars, you're not going to realize this, but that's indeed what's happening. You'll see a lessening of your sugar cravings and your carb cravings and so forth. Secondly, we are going to reduce your inflammation through beetroot extract. That is part of the pink drink. So that is really super important. However, inflammation comes about in several different ways. One of them I already mentioned, processed sugars cause inflammation. Processed carbs turn to sugar, causes inflammation. But the third and the big one is fungus overgrowth. That is a really heavy duty toxin that causes a lot of inflammation along with a lot of damage to your body. This fungus's purpose is actually to decompose you when you die. And so it's not really meant to be activated when you're alive, but because it feeds on dead matter, morphs into a yeast that feeds on these sugars and carbs, we've actually activated it while we're alive. And the way that we activate it with the dead matter, as I said, also is in the form of medicines and antibiotics. So the more of that we take, the more dead matter we're creating, the more fungus we're feeding. And once we get sick, we go back to the doctor and we get what? More medicines. So you see this cycle continuously actually becoming a long-term detriment. It might seem like a short-term band-aid, but long-term it's actually causing a lot of damage. So we go in and kill off that fungus. That's part of what the ProBio 5 is doing. It's half probiotic, which is increasing your good gut bacteria, and half enzymes, that's killing off the fungus. That's awesome, except that process can actually lead to something called die-off symptoms or Herxheimer. You can actually Google this and you'll come up with all kinds of good material. What you generally will feel is slight cold-like symptoms, which would be nausea, bloating, sometimes severe bloating, headaches, mild headaches. You might feel actually tired. A little bit of brain fog can occur. And if you're really, really full of fungus, or you're really starting to increase the number of ProBio 5s that you take very quickly, you might kill off a huge abundance of fungus at once. And in that case, your liver will not be able to process it as quickly as it needs to. It will kick it back into your body. That's where these die-off symptoms actually come from. The liver not being able to catch up fast enough to the amount of fungus that's being killed off and needs to be processed through and out of your body. If you do this really, really fast, sometimes that fungus will find another way out of your body in the form of your skin. So you'll see it arrive in acne. Mild red rashes can appear. I have a lady on the product right now. She is a nurse and she was very aware of what was going to happen, didn't care, wanted to get through it as fast as possible. She went up to 4 ProBio 5 within a 2-week time frame, which we never normally recommend. And she actually saw it coming through her legs, the skin of her legs and everything. So when she was shaving, it was not very comfortable because this fungus was secreting through her legs. So this all sounds disgusting, right? It doesn't sound like a very pleasant thing. The good news is, well, there's a couple of pieces of good news. Number one, we can control it. So note that I mentioned the more probiotic 5 you're taking, the more fungus you're killing off, right? So if you're starting to feel agitated, that's another symptom, by the way, getting higher anxiety, higher agitation, even feeling like your mood is going down when actually what you're wanting to see out of our products is you get happier, right? Some of that, as you're processing through this detox, can occur. It's a result of the detox. If some of that is overwhelming to you, all you have to do is back off of Probio 5. If you're at 2, go down to 1. 3, go down to 2, et cetera, et cetera. You can actually go entirely off of the Probio 5 for a day or two, let your body catch back up, and then slowly go back up with your Probio 5. The next bit of good news, when you're done with this, you are going to feel like $1,000,000. You will have a very well working digestive tract. You will see decrease in your inflammation, which will show up in the way that you look. It will also impact your weight loss. Inflammation is a big connector to weight loss. And any of your health symptoms, that very common health symptoms, generally that revolve around things like autoimmune disease, asthma, allergies, skin issues such as rosacea and eczema, migraine headaches, all of your digestive diseases, those types of things that result in these really crazy symptoms that are all over the board, from chronic pain to not being able to eat certain foods to not being able to go to the bathroom. And of course, obviously with asthma, it's a breathing issue, and allergies, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of the symptoms you will see minimized or completely go away. Now, we are not saying we're curing you of anything. That is not what we're doing at all at Plexus, but we are bringing your body to a place where it is able to function at a higher capacity. Your immune system will be boosted, your gut bacteria will be increased, and the things that are causing the ripple effect of negative health problems will start to dissipate with that fungus overgrowth going away. If you want to benefit yourself even greater beyond our products, cut your sugar. Eliminate processed sugars. Get rid of processed, refined carbs as much as you possibly can, because those are two big no-nos for all kinds of reasons, way beyond just the fact that you can't fit into the size jeans you want. They are aggressive sources of disease and so forth. So those are really bad things to be taking in. They're also going to obviously feed that fungus. They're going to mess up with your digestive system. When we're trying to decrease your inflammation with beetroot extract, you take in that sugar, you're working against our products. You're going to just help create more inflammation, and then we got to fight that on top of the inflammation that was already there. So take those steps on your own to make sure that you're maximizing the outcome of our products. The other thing you want to be doing is drinking half of your body in ounces of water, because that is going to help flush out those toxins a whole lot faster. And I just remembered a very important die-off symptom I forgot to mention because of water that made me remember it. Inflammation causes your body to hold on to water as a means of countering that inflammation, okay? And so since you're going to be increasing the amount of toxicity, it increases the inflammation, it can increase the water gain. So you can actually gain weight during the detox process of this. If that happens to you, just hold on tight. It's totally normal. You will drop your weight right back off and continue to lose weight in a sustainable way. This is the beauty behind our products. We are actually rejuvenating your systems and fixing what is broken so you can have long-term sustainable weight loss and excellent health and minimized symptoms from various health issues that you might be dealing with. So drink your water to reduce those flush those toxins out faster, and be very, very, very consistent with your products. So sorry to be so dramatic about that, but if you are not consistent with the product, you are just going to yo-yo all the way around it. You're never going to see the results you're after, and you're going to think that the product doesn't work. That's not true. Be consistent with the product, and you will see the results. I think I will leave you with a final word of recommending that you give the products a minimum of 60 days. This is why we have a 60-day money back guarantee, so that you will stay on the products long enough to allow your body to get through a good portion of this detoxification, come out the other side, and see the beauty behind what our products do for people. I want to also remind you that that 60-day money back guarantee is available to you at any point. So if you stay on for 3 months or 4 months, you can still get your 60 days, your previous 60 days money back. So if you're on 3 months, you're still only going to be out 1 month of supply. And I'm stressing this because the longer you stay on these products, the more you're going to see happen to you. And I want to encourage you to do that with a security blanket that even 3 months down the road, you're only going to be out 1 month's worth of product. I'm a huge believer. I know if you stay consistent and do the things that I recommended here, you're going to get the results that you want. Thanks for listening. Have a great experience on these products. Always be willing to reach up to your sponsor and let her know what's going on. If you're experiencing some strange, weird thing that's never happened before, let her know, because it's probably detox. If you're struggling with anything, let her know. She'll recommend what to do to change up what you're taking for your product level, etc. So stay in communication. Thanks for listening, you guys.